and never thought the worst betrayal of my life would come from my own blood. On the night of my 5th wedding anniversary, I walked into my own house with flowers in hand, only to hear muffled laughter from the bedroom. My heart sank. At first, I thought maybe my wife had planned a surprise. But when I opened the door, I froze. There, she was, my wife of 5 years, locked in an embrace with my own brother. My brother, the man who grew up with me, who was supposed to have my back. That night, something inside me shattered, and I knew I would never forgive either of them. I didn't scream. I didn't throw the flowers. I didn't even let them know I was there. I quietly shut the door and walked out, my entire body trembling with rage. They thought they were clever, sneaking behind my back, but I wasn't going to hand them the satisfaction of seeing me broken. Instead, I decided right then and there it would make them pay. But revenge isn't something you rush. No, I wanted this to burn into them slowly, until the day came when they least expected it. For months, I acted normally. I still kissed her good morning, and he still played cards with my brother when he came over. I smiled, laughed, pretended nothing was wrong. They thought they had gotten away with it, and that false sense of security was exactly what I needed. But behind closed doors, I was planning. I documented every text message, every suspicious late-night work meeting, every time my brother suddenly stopped by. I built a mountain of evidence. Not for the courts, no, but for the perfect moment when I would flip their world upside down. The betrayal ate at me every single day. Lying next to her at night, I'd stare at the ceiling while she slept, imagining the lies she whispered in his ear. When my brother bragged about his dating life at family dinners, I gritted my teeth, knowing my parents would never believe me if I told them. They adored him. He was the golden child, and I was the one who always had to work twice as hard to prove myself. And now, he had stolen the one person I thought I could trust the most. That's when my anger turned into a plan that would destroy not just their secret, but their reputations forever. I started small, planting doubts in my wife's mind. I'd leave my phone unlocked with fake messages from a female coworker, just enough for her to panic. She started accusing me of cheating, which was rich, coming from her. My brother? I fed him tiny lies, telling him my wife was worried he might be into someone else, just to watch him squirm. The cracks in their little affair started to show, but that was only the appetizer. The real feast was still to come. 1 year later, on our 6th anniversary, threw a huge family party. Everyone was there: parents, cousins, uncles, neighbors. I hired a photographer, rented out a banquet hall, and made it seem like I was celebrating my wife, like I was the perfect husband. My brother was there too, grinning like nothing was wrong. Halfway through the night, I took the microphone and told everyone I had a special surprise. My wife's face lit up. She probably thought I was about to announce something romantic. My brother looked nervous. And that's when I hit play on the projector. The screen lit up with months' worth of pictures, videos, and texts I had collected. My wife and my brother kissing, sneaking into motels, sending each other disgusting messages. The room fell silent, except for the gasps. My mother covered her mouth in shock. My father's face turned red with rage, and my wife collapsed into tears. My brother tried to storm out, but I had already locked every exit. They were forced to stand there, humiliated, as their secret burned in front of the very people they had deceived. But I wasn't done. I pulled out divorce papers I had already filed and announced to the entire room that my wife would be out of my house by the end of the week. As for my brother, told everyone exactly what kind of man he really was. That night, he was disowned, my parents refusing to even look at him. My wife begged me to talk to her privately, but I just handed her a box with all her things already packed. I had been planning this for a year, and now, it was finally done. The aftermath was everything I dreamed of. My wife moved into a tiny apartment, alone. My brother left town, unable to face the shame. My family finally saw me for the strong one, the one who endured betrayal and came out on top. And me, I didn't just get revenge. I got peace. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't screaming or fighting, it's patience. And when the moment finally comes, you make sure they never forget it.